only thing that needs to be fixed about the NBA is the style of play, and I say that to it based off of everybody started trying to be Steph Curry and what's my nigga name, Klay Thompson. Make these coaches coach. Leave the
Yeah,
fucking all the other shit alone.
Yeah,
Even
because
the
I,
All
I
Star.
agree with you. Every team,
I'm not mad
y'all
at
got to
that.
start having identities. All this shit
yeah.
where everybody playing the same way, that shit
Y'all
look
right about
retarded.
that.
That's facts.
Welcome to eLab, your ultimate basketball laboratory, where we dissect the game from every angle.
You are watching a master at work.
But we gotta say condolences to not condolences. He ain't passed away. My bad. Get well soon to Dejounte Murray, bro.
The
I
whole
think
Pelicans, man. The
He
whole
tore his
Pelicans,
I,
Achilles
man.
yesterday. He tore his
I seen
Achilles
that. That
out
looks scary too.
out
Yeah.
indefinitely, bro. So
Them non-contact injuries, those are always the worst ones. So
done,
Bro.
man. And I ain't gonna say they been hooping, but they got some upside over there in New Orleans, man. I will,
they got some bad luck over there. I think it's a real voodoo stuff going on because DeMarcus Cousins, it's a lot of history. You can look back, man.
that's
Something
true.
going on over there.
Zion is the. I thought you was gonna
Zion's a
start with
perfect
him.
that's a perfect example for real.
Yeah,
AD.
AD.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody that
everybody
got
got
hurt
hurt.
over
Shit, Chris Paul, Baron Davis, we can just say everybody.
Yeah,
Ro-
there. Hey, what's crazy
Rondo.
though? He was finna get a bucket too. The
Dejounte
ball,
Oh
was.
he
yeah.
was finna, yeah, he shot it, came off the rim. He tried to get the rebound. He had a wide open layup. That thing popped though. You heard it pop on the video.
Oh wow, it
That's
was
what they
that
said.
loud.
I ain't
You
listen
can
to the
hear it.
volume though.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Shit.
I ain't never seen nobody blow their shit like in real life. So I couldn't really
I
imagine.
ain't know you could hear it.
I
I
ain't never
mean, I
seen
know
it in
you can
real life.
feel it, but hear it is. I mean, you know, like I thought he could hear it. You know what I'm saying? Not like a audience type of thing.
And then
That's
they say
crazy.
they say like, when I had seen that Kobe had did it, I kind
Yeah,
of like read a little bit more into it.
yeah.
Bro, basically when your Achilles pop, it go all the way to your butt cheek.
Yeah,
Damn.
you feel it. They say it feel
Oh,
like a
like it
gunshot.
pulled all the way up.
Yeah, it goes because like the Achilles. So basically, if you touch right above your heel, you'll
Yeah,
feel that little line, and it goes
yeah.
all the way to your butt cheek. It's attached to your butt cheek.
Ooh.
So
Damn.
basically, from your butt cheek to
Oh,
your
that's a surgery
Achilles,
automatic.
yeah,
You gotta have
Yeah.
automatic off the rip because you
it.
can't use it. You can't bend over. You can't squat. You
Yeah.
can't do nothing.
Oh
Damn.
man.
I ain't know
Dang, Ray,
all
did
that.
you mess up your Achilles or not?
I told my ACL.
It was your ACL. Okay, I thought it was your
Yeah.
Achilles. My bad. Man, yes, all right. So Ted, which topic you want to start with, man? We can go where you want to go, man. It's your day, man. Carry us to the promised land today, dog. How you feeling?
Uh, let's do it because I watched it yesterday.
Okay.
Did y'all watch that Warriors game yesterday, fellas?
Warriors
I
versus
didn't watch it.
Suns. I
Who they
didn't watch
play?
the
All right,
Warriors Suns. I watched the other game, y'all. Bucks and the Spurs. I watched the
I
Bucks and
all
the
watched
right.
the Pistons.
Spurs.
I watched the Pistons game,
So
of course. You know.
I watched a little bit of I watched the majority of the game till it got a little bit of OC got out of control real fast. So basically the Suns play the Warriors and it's not really no grudge game, but KD going back over there seeing what's happening and then Draymond wasn't there, so it was more like Steph versus KD, right?
Okay, I'm not mad at
So
that.
so just a quick recap. Um Devin Booker put on a clinic. So
Mm,
he is nowhere where everybody thought he fell off. Like this dude is just had to get healthy, and that's pretty much what it was.
mm,
And KD was kind of chilling. Like I thought he was gonna be a little bit more aggressive, but he only had 10 going into the half, and then he took the whole third quarter off. And the last 40 seconds, he scored 9 points, three
mm,
threes in a row, and then he didn't score no more. And then Devin Booker kept going, kept going, kept going. But the point that I'm trying to make, fellas, is it was like a 35-point kill going into the fourth quarter, right?
Who? Who's
And
winning?
the Suns. So the Suns was avalanching the Warriors
Wow.
in the Oracle. So the point that I'm trying to make is
Yeah.
Steph Curry had 4 points going into the fourth quarter.
Wow.
And in the fourth quarter, I think it was the first 2.5 minutes of the game, fellas. He hit 1 3, so that he had 7, and then he went to the free throw line twice. And this is all in a span of like maybe 2 minutes. So basically, when I was watching, I was like, damn, these are like these little courtesy calls, just trying to get him his double digits or whatever the case may be. But the point is, fellas, I'm asking y'all wholeheartedly, is Steph Curry washed?
Mm.
I knew that's where you was going.
Yeah, yeah, Red,
I knew that's
yeah,
where you was going.
I
yeah,
mean,
Red.
honestly, it's looking like it, man.
I,
Like the way
I, I,
like, he's not
I don't think.
consistent no more. I say that he's not consistent.
I mean, that's not what I'm asking you. You know that he's on a certain spectrum. We
He
hold him
They'll
to
declining.
a
they'll love to do
standard.
that dance, don't it?
He's
Yeah,
They'll
declining.
he
love
He's
to do
let
that
declining.
dance, don't it?
Nah, but
You
he's
start
declining though.
So when
So
you
like
like
when
when
you
he
how
starts,
like
nah.
you can slow down, dog. But what I'm saying is Bro, 4 points going into the fourth quarter, and you got the ultimate green light. It look a little funny now that Kuminga and Draymond hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, so I guess my question is, so when you say washed, what numbers come with washed?
How you define washed?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you know how
Okay.
EJ uses 4 points as
I was just about to
MIP
say that.
caliber. So like, let's say if I'm going from what
He went from 26
19
to
to
22.
19 to 23 points, I'm improving or whatever. So he's the career average guy, probably like what 27, 28, right? Anything under 8 points under his regular average, so around a dub, which he's been averaging. If you look at it, he's been struggling to get a dub. And I'm talking about he been shooting 20, 25, 30 times, and he barely getting to that dub mark. And they dog awful. So I'm
That's
asking these questions because
that's
because
crazy. But that's crazy. That's because that's how good the NBA is. If a nigga just average 20, you consider
Well,
watching now.
well,
That's crazy.
but I'm
because
saying though,
I think because this is a significant difference though, Red. It go
I get what
from
y'all saying.
no. I'm saying to use his actual numbers now. We talking about he went from 26 points per game to 22, and they also aren't a playoff team. And on top of that, hold on real quick. Kendrick Perkins made a good point. I thought he said Steph Curry shouldn't have been an All-Star this year.
He
I
Nah,
right.
but
can't.
that's
I
I
can't
agree.
add it.
I ain't knocking that. But he gonna get it just because he
He
an
gonna
old
get it
head.
off the fan and they get the love. But if we actually
remember,
talking about performance,
But
I
see,
mean,
my only knock to what y'all was saying though
yeah.
is like I think it's easier to get 26 when the floor is more space and you got better offensive players on the floor.
So he needed
Cause
Clay.
like yeah, he needed that. Like I think honestly, I think he needed that guy. Like
See,
because
but
Clay opened up the
see,
floor for him.
the problem with me, the problem I had with that statement is we said Klay Thompson was washed. Nobody
I
had a
never
problem
said
saying Klay Thompson was washed just
I
last
never
season.
said that though.
Clay just had
No, I mean,
Clay
I'm
just
just saying
had
in general. When
Yeah.
I ain't talking about you specific. I'm
But I'm
Clay
just
saying
just
saying.
I
had
don't think
7 threes in the first quarter.
I don't
Yeah.
think either one of
Clay
them
was
can
in a
ever be
bad
wa-
situation with the
He
Warriors.
Go
finished
ahead,
with, but
Red.
I don't think either one of them can, and he only finished with 26 points though. Say for
Right.
what you were talking about. He only scored like 2 more points in the second half.
Who
But
did?
look,
Who did? Clay?
Clay, he got off the first quarter, and then they only hit like 2 points the
Was
rest of
this
the
against the
game.
Pistons last night? Or was this another game?
No,
Nah, they were
he
talking
was
about
going
different
against
game.
Washington.
Washington, it was
Oh,
Washington.
Washington, come
But
on,
But
man.
Red, they benched him, cuz.
that's true. But 2 points though, come on, cuz. But nah, I'm with what y'all saying though. I think Steph is taking a decline, but I also think he trying to. I think he playing down on. I ain't gonna say purposely, but I think he want management to get him some help, bro. Like
Oh,
Yeah.
so he feeling what Braun felt in 18.
I feel like that's what it is, or Jimmy Butler at this point. Like
Jimmy Butler.
yeah,
What you
yeah.
mean by Jimmy
I'm,
Butler?
I'm just saying like they want help.
Not
They
Jimmy
want a
Butler
better
want to help.
situation.
He won't
Like
help.
they
Oh,
want
okay,
help.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah.
hey, man, this ain't
Don't
the
put a
guy.
Remy in this.
Kaminsky,
But no, because it was an
Kaminsky.
article that you had sent in the
Yeah.
group chat, E, and you was like basically saying like, you said that basically Steph Curry like highly recommended the organization and the higher ups to not go crazy with like a drastic trade
Yeah,
for another superstar
yeah.
instead of like they wanted to monopolize on the draft picks that they got, and then basically them being the sorry team this year, they're gonna have a semi-high draft pick going into the next
Mhm.
year.
I feel
So
like
What would they
but
fall?
it was kind of a cop out. I feel like
What
if
would
Steph said that, it was kind of a cop out to like, hey guys, it's okay. Don't trade nobody. It's the opposite of what Jimmy Butler and LeBron them be doing. Hey man, get them out of here. We need to win now.
But
He's like,
I
hey
think
guys,
that should be kept though, E. I think that should
which
be
one?
kept.
what you
I
mean?
with Curry, I think he'll say that shit to the media, but I think back there he be like, "Hey man, get them
That's what
niggas the
I'm
fuck up
saying.
out of here." Like
Yeah.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
really
Yeah.
think,
That's
yeah,
That's
exactly
the
what I'm
PC.
saying.
The
I'm
PC
saying,
answer. He
guys,
giving the PC answer.
yeah.
yeah, guys, no, we're
But
okay, guys. Keep the picks. It's okay. We good.
Yeah.
but you know what's interesting, fellas, though, because I think that there's a lot of truth behind what I'm about to say. So remember, we gave a lot of scrutiny to like all the players that play with LeBron. Basically, Red was basically saying like you have to take a conformity to be able to adapt and adjust to the system because all point guards that are used to kind of facilitating maybe 6, 7 assists, then you kind of get moved to the shooting guard unintentionally, right? So what I'm saying is, so when we make these big blockbuster decisions, say hey, let's talk to the GM in the front office and who we gonna put up here to try to fix this issue, try to clap a band-aid on a gunshot, right?
Mm.
How many people are gonna really conform to setting illegal screens and just sitting in
Did
the
you say
corner
legal
watching stuff?
screens?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You heard what I
But see,
said.
but I'm with you though. I get what you're
You,
saying,
you heard
but
what I said. E.
I think with Steph though, I think if you do get a superstar like how when they got KD, they went through KD. Even though they do plays, I think he can play with anybody because of the way he plays.
Steph can play with anybody. How about we
Yeah.
just call? Here's the other part of that. How about we just say Steph Curry is a bad coach? How come? How come we? I say Steph
I
Curry.
mean,
Sorry,
you mean,
Steve Kerr
Stephen Curry.
is a
Yeah.
bad coach, and they made the adjustments
He
because
is.
if you
He
got
is.
Jonathan Kuminga and you got a good young core, and you guys are still playing the same way as if you had Klay Thompson and Kevin
It
Durant.
was
Why does
easy
Dallas?
when
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
had the big three and the big four to look good.
yeah,
It was
Yeah.
easy
it's
to
easy.
basically bite off of Mark Jackson's blueprint. It was easy to let
Mm.
Steph and Clay go ballistic. It was easy to do all of that.
Can I just
Now,
say what I think everybody should be saying?
say it.
Fumble big as fuck when they let Jordan Poole go. You should have kept him and let Draymond go.
I'm not
To
mad
be
at it.
100 with you,
I
I'm
got
not
to
mad
like
at that. I'm not
Poole.
mad at that. That's
because
Yeah,
if
it's
you
not
let
bad. It's not bad.
if you let Draymond Green go, now you got Kuminga who's playing and is gonna actually get minutes and he's productive.
And to be honest,
so.
And
So
you
you
still
I
got
was
think
Jordan Poole to
you
get you
outside
think
of
you
buckets.
that.
think Kuminga right now can fill in that role that Draymond been playing?
Let's just say this. I don't think and this is gonna sound disrespectful because he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that big of a deal. Like I
Who?
get it.
Dre?
Like what I'm saying is
Draymond Green, yeah, he talking about Draymond.
Okay.
you're not,
Okay.
you're not only with him. You just getting toughness, bro. Like you getting less. You're gonna get less text and you're gonna get a better defense and a better
You
rebound.
saying that, Red? Are you saying that as of like right now he's not as worth it, or you saying back in the
All the
playoff run,
time.
like when they
I'm
was
just
running? You
saying.
know what I'm saying?
I think for me altogether, because I'm like, you can teach anybody to set a pick and get rebounds, bro. The
I
only thing that
disagree with that,
Draymond,
Red. I think he
Dray,
was a big part
no,
of
He's
no,
an
them.
all around player. He's
listen,
too
listen.
much all around.
What
He
I'm
can do
saying is,
everything.
he's a big factor to their defense. I'm just saying, I would rather let him go and plug somebody else there than
I
let go another
I
score.
agree with that statement
Okay.
today.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that statement 5, 6,
but no,
whenever
no,
they
I'm
was
not
on
talking
their
about that.
championship runs.
Yeah, I ain't talking
I
about that
think
championship run. I ain't
yeah,
talking about that
when they was
championship
doing
run.
their
I'm talking
runs and
about
stuff. No, I
yeah.
thought Draymond was very
No,
pivotal in the offense, not
I'm,
just defensive.
I'm with you.
He got their
I'm with you
offense
on that.
started a lot of
I'm
times
with you on that. I'm saying in that last year when they was
when they
trying
should
to
have. Yeah,
get
they probably
yeah when
yeah.
they should let
At
him
first,
go.
yeah, yeah. At
You let
first, I
him
didn't
go.
agree, man, but now I'm
'Cause
starting to, man.
I think what Red is saying in the overall consensus, he brought a lot more negative things than positive, right?
Yeah,
He got Jordan Poole out of there. He be wilding anytime
Yeah,
that
KD
Steph
out there too, low key.
because
anytime anytime
think
Steph
about
is
this.
hurt, he wants to get ejected that same game.
But think about
They
this
did
though.
say that. I remember seeing that. I remember saying.
If
Go
if
ahead, Rick.
if you get rid of him and you keep Poole, right?
Yeah.
All Curry got to do is slide into the Klay Thompson role at this point.
Peep this though, Red. Here's my statement to your
That's all he
statement.
doing.
I agree with that.
In a way,
But
yeah.
if you get rid of Draymond, you have to change the coaching style. And he didn't want to change the coaching style. He has it. If you get rid of
Oh, yeah, he a
Draymond, you
terrible
got to
coach.
change how we play.
Oh
I
yeah,
think he's
yeah,
a terrible
yeah,
coach.
yeah.
And they
I agree
have
with you on the coach shit. I think he's
He
a
don't know how
terrible
to
coach.
and that's why I'm
adjust. He
saying.
don't know
That's
how to
why I said
adjust.
Steve Kerr. Well, if we got Draymond, we can still do this illegal screens, set these
Yeah.
corner picks, and let Draymond fake that ball off and do that bull, that fake handoff and go to the
Yeah.
rim. We can do that. You get rid of
Imagine
Draymond, now
the
you got to actually create. Now you got to get out of Mark Jackson's coaching style. Now
I
yeah,
you
feel
got to
like
do you. You
I
feel what I'm
feel
saying?
like when he coached the USA team, that
it
basically put
showed
everything out.
it
It
showed.
showed his coaching. It showed
Yeah,
that all right, you can't coach. You know what I'm saying?
But
yeah,
But when he was putting those plays
imagine if you
around,
still
not
got
playing
Poole.
Tatum, like
yeah.
nah.
Now,
Imagine if you still got Poole though. You can run and gun.
facts.
Like with
You
them
can.
young boys,
Agreed.
you
Agreed.
make Kaminga damn near
Easy.
all star because he just running and getting lives at this point. Then
Yep, you still
Jordan
got Gary
Poole,
Payton to throw it up to, all
that
that.
should
I
be
didn't
great.
agree with again. I didn't agree with it at first because I thought Draymond. I'm sorry, not Draymond. Jordan was a gun, and I thought Draymond early when Buddy Hield was hot. Like that's another part of this. I ain't gonna talk about it
Y'all
just yet.
can't
But when
fuck
we
Buddy
first
Hield.
started them first 10, 15 games,
The
Buddy
Yeah,
Warriors had a
Hield
good
looked like a
start.
great pickup.
they did. They
Yeah, the
did.
He
Warriors
looked
had a
like a
good
great
start.
pickup.
I give you that.
And
But
then
Buddy
and
Hield
then
always do
once
that
he
though.
tapered off to whatever he started doing, I was like, dang, yeah, maybe they could have kept Jordan Poole. You
But
feel
think
me?
about
So
it, you
yeah, so
gave
at
Jordan
first,
Poole the max though. Like how you max
yeah,
him out and then get rid of him.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then you could if you max him out and you get rid of Draymond, because Draymond was on the max too, I believe. He signed first, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
If you get rid of Draymond contract, you still got that little 30 million to pay Clay that he wanted. He didn't even want. I don't even think he wanted the max. He just wanted an
Yeah.
extension.
He just wanted the station, but we called him
Mhm.
washed. So but to get
Yeah.
back to the question, we got to go around the horn. Zell, is
Nah.
Steph Curry washed?
Yes. If he answered yes or no,
Do
yes.
the
He's
Say
washed.
it, is
do the
Steph
what
Curry washed?
Yes.
do the what
Red.
do the what y'all gave me and the numbers
No,
y'all
no,
gave
no,
me.
no, no. Do the
Yeah.
what? No, no. Do the what
Yeah.
you feel. Motherfucker, is he washed?
I'm gonna say yeah, but I don't think shooters can never be washed though. For real, for real.
I feel what you're
Yeah,
saying.
I feel like
Yeah.
100%. I back up what you're talking about because your gun is the last thing to leave you when it comes to basketball, right? But what I'm saying is
I get what you're saying.
he's
Yeah.
undeniably the best shooter of all time. Nobody's debating that. But how he's getting it, but like I told you, man, everybody knows, bro. All them down screens and pin downs and horns, all that shit is illegal, and they let it go. And he has the biggest landing, like that landing
Oh yeah,
area.
when he
Yeah,
John,
like
yeah.
like can't nobody breathe around him. He likes to flare
He
his
the
legs
Patrick
out.
Mahomes of the.
All
I,
right,
I think
all
I
right.
think he I
Nah, he
think
don't
I
like
think
that one. He don't like that one.
I think he made the best
You
statement
right,
though.
DJ. You
It's
right.
like I think you made the best statement when you said coaching.
Yeah,
Cause
Yeah.
when you got them two gunners, Steph and Clay, even if you know the scheme, you can't stop because we shooting the lights off this bitch. But when it's just me, we've been scheming for this for 10 years at this point almost. So now we
yeah.
so now we
So
know everything
again,
you doing.
he been hiding a lot. Clayton been hiding a lot of the Steph Curry. I'm sorry, Steph. I'm sorry. I keep saying Steph Curry, Steve Kerr, coaching.
Coaching.
Now I'm gonna answer the question. I'm gonna say I don't think Steph Curry is washed. Why am I saying that? We just seen him in the Olympics go ballistic. We
Hey, he
just,
was off though.
I mean,
No,
just
That was
he
a
only
couple
had
of
two
months
good
ago.
games.
that was
He only had
6 months ago.
That was a couple
he,
of months ago. You see
he
when
only had two good games though.
Darren Williams got ass out of nowhere.
I
But
can't.
that's
Go
true.
ahead.
But Steph only had two games, bro. I'm just going off what you
Give
said in the
me
limits. He only had
the
two
reason
games.
on the top of that. Two things. That my first point is we just seen him go crazy in the Olympics.
Yeah.
The second
Yeah.
thing, my second reason is I hate to use washed because he's 36. And I always say we got babied by the Kobe's and the LeBrons of the world that once you get to 35, that you still perform at said level. You feel me? That you still get this 25. So to me, the Steph Curry that I know has came down, but as a 36-year-old player, I think he still can make a team win. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
kind of like I'm on the fence. I'm dancing, man. I'm doing my Zell
Yeah,
impression.
you,
Word.
you
I'm
definitely
dancing. I'm
You
dancing right
sorry.
tap
now.
dancing
I'm
hard. I was
doing my
about
Just
to
go
say
ahead and
Zell
you
answer the
impression,
definitely
man,
question,
dancing.
because
man.
I
That
don't
boy
want
was
to say he's
saucing.
washed.
Oh,
I don't think
ballerina.
he's just regressed. I think he regressed, but I still think if you give Steph Curry, I hate to say Jimmy Butler because I don't like Jimmy Butler and Draymond being on the same team. In my mind, I don't see how the attitudes work out. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But
I think Jimmy Butler smacked the shit out of him.
if you gave Steph Curry a guy like Devin Booker, I think they still they right
Yeah, yeah,
back where they
yeah.
was at.
Yeah.
That's what
This
I'm
is
saying.
this is counter. This is
That's what I'm
counterpart.
saying. Talk to me. I
Bro,
mean, I'm just, hey,
but
I ain't saying
but
I'm
we
right.
got
I'm just saying how I feel. That's how I
but
feel.
we just got the elephant in the room, man. Draymond has fucked up the Warriors dynasty each
Draymond fucked up
time.
the World Dynasty. Let's
Yeah.
talk
But,
about
yeah,
that.
but this is the point that I'm trying to make though, bro. Like, cause
I'm with you there.
coming off of what you saying, he may not be washed, and you still feel like he got a little bit in the tank, maybe a quarter left, or whatever the case may be. The reason why it troubles me so much because of how great his run has been, his legacy, everything he's done. But he's always been the guy that's played underneath the rim, right? So those are the dudes that I look at that have the longer career because they don't have to deal with the injuries. I get it. Early in his career, he had the ankles and stuff like that, but like he has so much landing room, he has so much aura, so he could do what he wants, and he doesn't have to play above the rim. So I would think that he was able to preserve himself a little bit longer. People like Tim Duncan, they was able to play throughout because they wasn't as athletic. Yeah, I know Tim Duncan younger, he could get it in, but he was more skill set. That's why what kept him in the game. That's why I think that Joker is gonna play for a long time. So that's why I'm so at odds with like, damn, bro, Steph is really, really, really taking a plummet in regards to production. I mean, he's an all-time great. He's gonna be a top 10, top 15 player all time on everybody's list when it's all said and done. But we got to speak facts of what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna let you close it out
I
on
mean, you
that,
put
man.
that. I ain't hard with that.
I
Yeah.
this is my
He
bad. One
definitely
more
should be
point.
an all-star.
I think this. So yeah, that's a separate point. But
Yeah.
I think, man, I want to give him one more year before I call him washed. I'm not saying
Okay, EJ. Okay,
I don't
EJ,
want to
because you
give a
really,
year, man.
I
I
think
think
that
he
I
earned
think that you
the
like him more
respect.
than me. I think that you like Steph more than we actually know you do.
This
Oh, that's a
this
fact.
what EJ over there doing.
Oh, that's
EJ
a
over there
fact.
doing this.
I know,
Right.
man.
Hey, Red,
It's
This
hard,
he
man. It's hard for me to say that
this
he
about
nigga
over
Steph.
here playing
saucing,
Dance
man.
Dance
Hard for me
We
to
Revolution,
say that
Red.
about
switching
no
partners
skill
and
player there for the
everything,
game.
man. Come on.
You know,
Let's
it's
pick the
hard for me to do that.
bars.
Anyway,
All right.
okay.
So moving forward, fellas, I got another topic for y'all. All right,
What's up?
so I So you know how we closed it in and said that Steph has potential to be top 10, top 15, right?
Yeah.
Depending on who's asking or whatever, right?
Mhm.
You
So
think he already there?
yeah, so top 10, top 15. So let me ask y'all this. It's a big question that I really want to know. When you become any of those solidified players that's concrete in top 10 NBA all-time dead or alive, can you actually be considered to be put in that list if you were never the best player in any season of your career?
Mhm. So this one we got from
Top 10.
Player's Choice. This was a good pot. This was a good pot
Uh,
question that they had.
So
That
let me
I don't
re-ask
know.
it. If you
said,
was
yeah.
never the man in any of the years that you played in your peak, and you had a long or decent, length career, and you are considered a top tenner, like solidified, concrete dudes, can
Okay.
you be
Okay.
on
Okay.
that list
That,
if you was never the
shit.
best ever?
Yeah. Can you be a top 10 player in the league? I mean, top 10 player all time if you've never been the best player in the league. So, for instance, but the other part is you got to know who your top 10 is. So,
Yeah.
for me, I'm going to give y'all my top 10 off the bat. Bron. This is in order too. Bron, Jordan, Cole, Shaq, Tim, Magic, Bird, Steph Curry, Kareem, and then out of respect, I put Bill Russell in there. Out of
Bill
respect.
over Hakeem?
Out of respect, yes.
Man, I feel
Out
it.
of
I feel
respect.
it. I feel it. I feel
Normally,
it.
I would put Hakeem there, yes,
Oh,
but out of respect,
I'm
for
not.
Bill, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen it, but
I
that's
ain't
just
gonna
me.
lie. I got that same list, but get Bill the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I gotta
You
take.
got
I
KD.
take Bill. I take Bill out.
I
You
I
take Bill.
take Bill out and I put Hakeem right there.
I don't even. I ain't even sure I know. I'm not sure I know my 10.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Damn.
How about this though? Let's talk about the guys who are on the cusp of being top 10 players, right?
Oh yeah.
Like
Hey, go. Hey, all right. So go 10 to 5 and
10
go
to
up. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking like Kevin Durant. Can Kevin
I thought
Durant
he.
go ahead? Can he be a top 10 player all time? And if so, have we ever said that Kevin Durant was the best player in the league?
Yeah, we did though. We did.
Did he?
We did. It was him and Braun. It was him and Braun when he was
It
with
was a
OKC.
conversation in 12.
They, they was the top two players in the league at that time.
It was a conversation in 12.
Yeah.
It was a
The re-
conversation.
It was
No,
a
no, no,
It
hey,
was
conversation.
no,
definitely a
no, no.
conversation for sure.
Far as the NBA went, they were the top two around that time. Like they were the best two players in the league at that time.
In
Yeah.
2012.
He wasn't.
So
He
Yeah,
wasn't a unanimous best player of the league type. You know what I'm saying? So it was
my
always
argument was
like,
gonna be I'm pretty sure LeBron won MVP. But I
he
don't want
did.
to say the MVP makes you clearly the best player in the league because Tim Duncan got one in 2005, and I don't think he was the best player in the league in 2005.
nah.
I think the
No.
MVP,
He didn't get an MVP in 2000. He got the Finals MVP. My bad.
Yeah.
But Tim
the
Duncan,
MVP, the MVP, bro, it's numbers based. I get what you saying, but at that time, LeBron was gonna win anyway, bro.
But I
Like
disagree
that
though,
was,
Red, because Derrick Rose got MVP and his numbers was slaw as hell.
but he get well. That's true. He might be the only one that went off. Nah,
Come on,
yeah,
dog.
no,
but
you're
hold on,
right.
Red,
hold on.
Red,
No,
let's
no,
Yeah.
I
talk,
got
Yeah.
Red.
no. Hold up. But my question was, hold on. Did his team jump though? 'Cause I've seen this. They did this with Nash, so that's why I'm asking. Did his team record jump?
Did D
Yeah,
Rose numbers jump his team? His team
the
did better
team.
Yeah.
when
All
he
this
won
say
Okay,
he's
the
number
MVP.
one.
so
Yeah,
His
yeah.
team's
that's
number one or
so
number
that's why
two.
They was
he
number
got
one
that one.
seed out east. Yeah.
That's why he got that one. It was the same thing they did with Steve Nash. Steve Nash team jumped up 20 games. That's why they won over Kobe. So any other than that, those normally stats.
We talking about MVP. Steve Nash done stole 3 from Kobe and Shaq.
He got
Hey,
two.
I'm with
Dirk
you.
stole the other
Yeah,
one.
he
I'm
got
with you,
two.
but I'm
He
just
got
saying
two.
that's
Dirk
why they
stole the
gave
other
him
one.
Oh,
one
my
though.
bad, my bad, my bad.
You
He
good?
said Dirk.
Because
He said Dirk stole the other one.
he jumped. He
Dirk stole the
jumped.
other. Yeah, yeah.
But
I think it's very. To me, the answer is yes. I think you can be a top, bro. You got. I think about it
I
like
think
this.
you can too, though.
I think you definitely can be a top 10 player, bro. Because like when we say if the answer is you have to definitively be the best player in the league, like Joker got 3 MVPs, and I don't. I think him and Joel Embiid being the best player in the league was a conversation for at least 2 of those MVPs. Maybe not
Yeah,
this last third
It
one,
was.
yeah,
but at least 2 of
Yeah.
those
It was.
MVPs. It was a conversation that
yeah.
him and Joel. You can make the argument either way. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Ooh, that's
Hey, even
nasty.
that last one
Even
though.
Giannis, you can even
Even that
throw
last one
Giannis in there.
before.
So like, I
Yeah.
mean, that's another
Mm-hmm.
guy. These are the guys I'm thinking about. That's on the cusp of being a top 10
I think
player in
KD
the league.
already in there.
Who you say, Red?
I
You
think
said KD.
KD already in. Depending on who you ask, I
Yeah.
think KD already in.
So if KD, Giannis, and Joker right now they finish their careers however they do, would you argue? I don't want to. That's a different question. I was gonna argue would you have them over Hakeem, but I didn't want to. That's a different kind
I
of
think I,
conversation.
I mean, with
I
the
think Joe. I
times,
think
yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead, Ned.
I say yeah. Honestly,
I think Joker. I was gonna say I think Joker and Embiid probably gonna surpass. Maybe not Embiid, but Joker for sure because he don't want championships. He gonna
What about
surpass them
Giannis,
anyway.
Red?
Get there.
I think he might pass him too because he got
Because have we
championships
ever?
too.
Let me better question. Have we ever considered Giannis to be the best player in the league?
Yeah, they
I
Yeah,
won a
would
I
say
think
champion.
his
so.
finals run, he was crazy.
I would say
In
so.
Yeah, and
2019.
well,
His finals
not
runs, he
even
That's
that
was
one.
2019. That's the finals run.
his finals run was
Not even that one
nuts.
though,
I'm
Ted.
lying.
That
It's
next
not
year,
2019,
that
y'all.
ne-
It might be 2021. Because 2019,
that next
the
He,
Raptors won. Raptors won in
it was
2019.
that
So it might have been
it was that
2021.
next year though. After they
what was that?
won, he
Next year, yeah,
with
yeah.
Giannis. After he won,
2020.
they was already considering them to run it back if he never got
2020,
hurt. So
LeBron
yeah,
didn't won. I think 2021, the Bucks won, and then the Nuggets won in 2022 or 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's
Yeah,
right. In 2022,
2023. Yeah,
Warriors
yeah.
won,
oh
and then
yeah.
24 Celtics. Yeah, so that's what it
So
was.
he had
Giannis won in 2021, then Joker in 2022.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't think Giannis was better than I was going
who?
the easy
the
answer, bro.
league.
Who's
LeBron
Joker?
and KD. I don't think he was better
Ah,
than them in
Hey
2021.
dog, hey nah, that next year though, dude averaged like
He
30
cooked.
and 10. Yeah,
He
he cooked.
did. He did.
Hey, I
What
think.
about? Go ahead.
Oh,
What?
It I was gonna say it's always gonna be hard to outbeat Bron because he always like
That's what I'm
top
saying, and that's why
within
I
the
didn't
top
want to bring
three.
it up. I don't, you know me, I don't
'Cause he
like
go,
doing the Trump thing. Uh,
but
But
I'm
I
saying
think
like with
Kevin
Bron
Durant
though,
was also in that conversation in 2021 too. I
yeah,
think
he
was he?
I,
Was
KD
he?
always
Or was
MVP
that?
winner.
When was the
was
Achilles
that the
year?
Brooklyn Nets? I thought that was Brooklyn Nets year, the
Yeah,
That was the
2020
he was.
when
Nets.
he lost to Giannis,
That was,
He.
uh,
Yeah, and then
right?
yeah.
Giannis was giving work to him.
He
no,
was
no,
giving
no,
work
no,
back
no,
in that
no.
playoff by himself.
KD killed them, bro. If
Yeah, he
Kyrie
K,
had
don't
like
get hurt, they
50 in
win a
that game they
championship.
lost.
Because he
they
was alone. He was alone, Red. He was alone because everybody else
stepped
Now
on
got
that
hurt.
I'm
line.
saying,
KD didn't
before
step
On
on
that.
that
that line,
line,
man.
he stepped on that line.
That changed everything.
Hey, before, but now that whole series he was cooking them, Ted.
Yeah, I agree. KD. So people got to realize. See, I don't even want to go on to this topic, but people got to realize when we compare all these younger small forwards or any kind of guy that is like a pure scorer, we compare him to the scoring ability of KD even after he tore his Achilles. That's how great he is at
Okay.
scoring. That's how great he is at
Yeah,
scoring.
it's unfair.
Like I seen something that said it was a head-to-head Jason Tatum right now versus after Achilles tear KD, and KD cleared on every single category when it came to like scoring analytics. And it was crazy because it was like you chasing this ghost of KD, but it's not even close. But you get a lot of popularity, you get a lot of love. It's cool because you in a big market. You play for the Boston Celtics. But like when we just talk about player for player, no analytics, no accolades, nothing like that. KD was just so fucking pure at scoring, and we took it for granted. And we still take it for granted. I just watched him. Like I told y'all, he had 10 points going into the half. I'm like, man, is he washed too? What the fuck going on? And then I seen last 20 seconds of the third quarter, he scored 9 in like 38 seconds. Like they were quick
Yeah.
misses from the Warriors, and he came down 22-footer, 25-footer, 27-footer. And I was like, yo, what the fuck?
KD literally can get 30.
Hey,
Melo was
hey,
that guy
EJ,
too.
unmute your mic real quick.
There it is. I just
Say
did.
something.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I just
He
did.
got it.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
I think, yeah,
Yeah.
I think Larry Bird and KD the best two pure scorers. They might
Oh,
not
did
have put. I
that?
think they're the best two pure scorers if you look at their percentages.
I ain't mad at that at all.
My bad. Hold on, because y'all said
Like,
something
cause
about
by
KD and I
percentage, bro,
wanted to.
like,
Can y'all hear me still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
KD. Y'all said something about KD that I don't want to put a pin on. I want to put a pin in KD because you said something about him being the best scorer or something. I lost it, but you said something about him being
pure
the best
score,
scorer
pure
and
score.
pure score. My bad, best pure score. And
Yeah, yeah.
before we move off, because we was talking about top 10, what about a guy like Luka Doncic? If Luka Doncic continue his career, because I think we're gonna have a lot of conversation about him not being, because I mean, essentially we're comparing him to Giannis, Joker, and Embiid.
Yeah.
So if he don't necessarily go, he's not necessarily going to have a year to where he's going to be a top 10. I mean, well, best player in the league. But I mean, if he keeps the numbers the same and he wins, let's say he wins 2 championships. Let's say Luka win 2 championships, and
Okay.
and his numbers is what they are, 30,
8-8.
9 and yeah. Cause Luka, I feel like it'd be hard for me to argue that Luka Doncic isn't a top 10 player all time. It'd be hard.
If he got the
Only
championships, an
if
MVP, like maybe a couple MVPs and something like that, I definitely throw him in that top 10 for sure. If
And that's what I was gonna
if
say. I
he's still
think,
playing the way he's playing.
yeah, I agree with
yeah,
Zil. I think he got to win something.
I
Yeah.
think
you got to
the
get a championship.
swag is so crazy for him. But here go, fellas. So this season is really the first season that he really had to deal with that injury bug, right? So because he's missing a multitude amount of games, and
Mhm.
like the NBA is so good that like off of recency bias, I almost didn't even miss Luka. You get what I'm saying? And I was a huge Luka supporter. I used to big up Luka. I'd be like, yeah, he gonna fuck Boston up, and then they lost or whatever the case may be. But I'm still a big Luka fan. But this is the first season that he had to deal with a lot of injury bug. So when you a player of that caliber where you get 90% of the actual offensive responsibility, you are put in a position to get hurt more because you do way more than all these role players and things of that nature. I get Braun is one of those guys where like
He's an anomaly.
yeah, he's an anomaly. He's a unicorn. But what I'm saying is, let's say Luka comes back in here right now, right? He comes back here. Kyrie's playing really good ball. Do you let Kyrie just cook for the remainder of the seasons of the regular season and let Luka be the second and third fiddle? Even though it sounds crazy, I'm just saying just to kind of like get him baby steps to get back to healthy. And then he takes on that offensive role and that offensive responsibility. Does he not get injured again, or does he actually deal with the Zion bugs, the John Morant bug? Does he deal with these bugs? He's not as athletic as those guys, but once you get hurt and you don't rehab the way you're supposed to, you're gonna get hurt again. You know that, Red.
Yeah.
I think what you said would make the most sense. I think when you come back because you got an injury, even though you want to come back and prove yourself, come back and play the backseat to that Kyrie because you know you got a Kyrie that can carry you there.
But
Don't
is
don't
his ego gonna let him do that, Red?
I don't be thinking it's their ego. I'm gonna tell you what actually drives them players. It be the media because I'm out here sitting back playing with a
Yeah.
guy that can go get me a win. And in the playoffs, if I do it, you glorify it.
They gonna make it.
But if I
Yeah, no,
do it,
they gonna.
Yeah.
but
We
if I
seen
do it in
that
the regular
happen.
season, you crucify
We
me
seen
for it.
it with
'Cause it-
LeBron and Kyrie.
yeah, because it's
Yeah.
like if I got an injury, you gonna say if I come back and don't if I 18, he might his career might be over with.
What he gonna say,
So now
Red?
you
Is he washed
uh,
like Ted? Is he
yeah,
washed up? There we
that's what he
go.
gonna
We got
say.
oh
That's what
God
they always
no.
gonna
So
say though. Name
so yeah,
injuries.
so it's one of them. If he's smart, come back, let Kyrie do what he do. Save all that shit for the playoffs because you're gonna need it for the run.
But
Y'all gonna make they gonna make a run.
I know you said that it's not the players, it's more immediate, but I'm asking you his personality. You know how he act. You know he arrogant.
I'm
You
with
know
you.
he the shit.
But he got a J
And he only
kid.
play offense. I
I'm
think
with
he's
you.
definitely
But
gonna. He's not willing to play second fiddle to Kyrie.
he got a
And
J
hold on.
kid
Oh,
though.
go ahead, Rick.
Go
You
ahead.
got kid. Yeah.
I
No,
was
no,
gonna
no.
say he got a
Because
J kid. But I would tell his ass, hey man, chill out. Go down there.
but
Go,
see,
go
and
get
then
that points. No, only
I'm
yeah.
thinking like this, Red. I'm listening to y'all talk. I'm thinking like this. I got
What?
Kyrie on my team, right?
Yeah, he
And
cooking.
Yeah.
one of Kyrie's biggest gripes was playing second fiddle to LeBron. So if I hear I gotta
I
play
see that.
second fiddle to
I get what you're saying.
Kyrie, then if he didn't want to do that, what make him think I want to do that with him? You feel what I'm saying?
You get
Maybe if it was
it's
another
maturity though.
superstar, we could carry. Yeah, in
Yeah.
fact, this is a maturity thing.
He young.
But
He
in
young.
my
He
mind,
young. Cause like
I might
yeah.
carry it like that. I ain't me personally. I don't like I said I can't speak for Luka. I might carry it like that. Now hold on, I'm not playing second fiddle because in my mind I'm like he know this is a bad thing because he thinks that makes me beneath him. That's why he didn't want to play with LeBron. Nah, I ain't doing that. I won't.
But
Nah,
I'm
nah.
I
saying
think,
though,
but
I get
but
what
see,
you. Oh, go
the
ahead.
only difference.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna say the
No.
only difference I think with that is big dog. Kyrie, I mean, LeBron is this mega star. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like Kyrie ain't. Kyrie's the most humble superstar in the league at this point.
is he?
Kinda. I'm saying based off how the media, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
you ain't
he the
Kyrie
night.
most nothing while I'm out here. You ain't this is second most something that I don't
No,
like that
no.
you give. You gave him the
Listen,
most
listen, listen,
not most. Go
listen,
ahead, man.
bro.
Get your shit off.
No, I'm saying when I'm saying
I'm just
the nicest superstar. I'm just saying like he a nice superstar. So it's like, hey, bro. I feel like he'll come sit him down like, hey, bro, I know what the media gonna try to do, try to pull us apart. You know they hate me,
Yeah.
so they're gonna try to cross division.
Tear
I
us
want
down.
you to
Tear us
do
down.
this just to stay healthy.
They gonna
Then
do
when we
that
come
shit that
back,
they try to do with Boston with JT and Jay Brown.
they just need to talk.
Yeah.
If I'm the big homie, hey, bro, it ain't never that. This your team. I'm just taking this until you get healthy. When you get healthy, I give you that bitch and get off the ball.
And here's the other part to that, Red. Do we even really, as a Mavericks, right? We halfway through the season. I think they about the 7th seed. If we
Okay.
ain't really got no championships aspirations, how much do I want him to play anyway? But like,
I, I think they do got.
do we think Mavs are
I
an
think,
actual contender?
I think
You
They
they
know what I'm
are.
saying?
I think they scary in
they
the
could have been
playoffs.
healthy.
I think.
Are they
Honestly, I
healthy?
think that
I think right now.
a healthy team. I think so. Like watching
If Luca come back
PJ
80%
Washington.
of what he was, they a problem.
Who won
Yeah.
and two?
What you was saying, Zell? You
Who
say
won?
healthy? What, Zell? Oh,
No,
my
I'm
bad.
saying like Chris, just like watching like PJ Washington, Gafford, like you know what I'm saying, they look the role plays and stuff like that. Like if everybody's healthy, they can definitely be like a top 5 team in the West for sure.
They can make
Who the
that
top
push.
three teams? Who the top three teams in the West right now? Anybody
SG,
know?
the OKC,
Thunder,
Memphis, and Houston.
Yeah.
and then the
So think
Nuggets.
about
Nuggets
this.
number 4.
If you the 7, I think you play the 3 seed.
7 played the 2.
Whoever the 7 play the
7 played the
2,
2, Red.
and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
2 is who?
Rockets.
It's Houston right now, currently.
I
Yeah.
think the Mavericks. I think the Mavericks in the playoffs beat the Rockets.
I think Amen Thompson strapping that Luka Doncic shit up.
You can
It's
do
those
it.
Matter of
it's
fact,
those 6 and
Listen,
matter of
7 for
fact,
listen,
put
sure.
listen.
Dylan
I'm
on
with you.
Luka, put Amon on Kyrie. We strapping it up.
Listen,
Double down on it with the date
Box.
right now. Double down on that
listen.
Putting
favor
it in the
date.
box. What is
I'm
Double,
today?
with you.
February 1st.
Let's go.
yeah,
If they play in the playoffs,
First of
if they play in the
February.
Today
playoffs,
the
I
clock.
got the Mavericks.
yeah,
Strap.
yeah.
I got the Mavericks.
You got the Mavericks?
So
I got the
if they
Rockets.
play in the playoffs, I got the Mavericks, bro.
All
I got
right,
the
all right,
Rockets.
all right, all right, all
Smoking.
right, all right.
Oh, hold on, wait,
I,
because we didn't
I
answer the
like the
question because
Mavericks.
we went off on the top tangent. So Luka Doncic, being a top, could he be a top 10 player, even though he's
Hell
probably
yeah.
not going to be considered the best
Yes,
player in any
Hell
season?
yeah.
yes.
Hell yeah.
I think the only thing that keeps Luka out though, y'all, is that he don't play defense. And I think most of the top 10 to 12 guys all play both sides of the ball.
You don't
I
think he
think
was never
maybe
the
only
best in
one
the
of them.
league? I mean, y'all don't think he was the best in the league? Well, he was like front runner for the MVP when he was averaging like
That's
30
what I'm
something.
at. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
I
saying.
think
He's
I
not.
think I think last year he was the best.
Because he did it one year.
That's
That's all I was saying. He did it like once
I
or
think
twice.
he
what I'm
had
saying.
the
Go
first
ahead.
half of the seasons. I feel like he's kind of been the best player, but I feel like that second half of the season things kind of change, and then we start talking about Joker, Giannis. You know what I'm
They
saying?
just realized that he's fat and he's out of shape. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was actually getting in shape before he got hurt. I thought he actually started to slim down, and I was
But the
actually
answer is yes, because I think that as long as you are a top 5, top 3 player any season in your peak seasons, give or take, if like somebody like if not the mass majority, but if you can go into a random ass store environment area and be like, hey, look at your top 5, and most of people say yes, then he can be considered a top 10 because it's all hindsight anyways, right? Because I
you
could
know
be
what? Go
delusional.
ahead.
I could be delusional right now as a Braun fan. If I was a super ultra Braun fan, I was delusional. I'd be like, yeah,
Yeah.
Luka's still not better than him, type shit. And I go talk about everything else, but the fact that Luka is putting up better numbers.
Now watch this. Watch this. My bad, y'all. Because we need to move on. We moved to another. We ain't got to move on. We keep talking. You know, we ain't. But now watch how we play this. Now, Jason Tatum. Why he ain't gonna be top 10? Because he's actually may get the championships and have the numbers, and I guarantee you, don't nobody ain't none of us gonna have him in our top 10. Why is
Because
that? I ain't
somebody
saying, yeah,
because somebody knows always overshadowed his.
yeah, because he definitely ain't the
Somebody,
best. Well, there's no season where he was the best player in the league. Everybody, we good with that?
Yeah.
Even today,
Yeah, there's
even
no season
today,
where Tatum is the best player in the league.
Yeah. I
even
like
Tatum
that. I like
today.
actually
Tatum too.
has. You feel what I'm saying? Tatum is
Yeah.
gonna get the ships. He played both ends of the floor, and he's. I mean, he got the offensive numbers, and he's a great rebounder. He's gonna probably finish. Well, granted, he don't play until he's like 40 or something. He's gonna
They
finish
just
his career
they
probably
hate on the light
26,
skinned
20.
brothers. You know how it is, man. That's all it is.
Yeah, yeah.
His hair,
He gonna get the ship.
his hair too good and stuff, man. He don't look like from the
no, bro. He
trenches.
just
They ain't rocking with
look.
him, man.
And look, I usually ride with him just because he light skinned, bro.
Tatum gonna have all the
He just,
makings. Tatum gonna have everything.
bro. He just a boring superstar, bro. He probably the most boring superstar
And
ever.
Luka boring.
I mean,
Listen,
Luka
though.
might pull up in some
But,
of
So
the.
so
but, I,
fuck
but listen,
fuck all that. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Who the better
Luka
player,
give you
Luka or
more
Jason
than him.
Tatum, EJ?
Today, Jason
Yeah.
Tatum. Oh, I'm easy with mine. You know I like
I'm
to
a
pick.
throw.
You know you
I
can't put me on
I
five
almost
pick
broke this
picks.
phone, Red.
Five
Sidestep,
pick
sidestep.
picks. I
I'm
got
almost
Tatum
broke.
number 3 in MVP voting.
I
You ain't
almost
see him
broke
hit that
this.
game winner against
Man,
yesterday.
I almost broke my
You
damn
ain't see
phone.
Jason Tatum hit that game winner
I
against
got another
the
question.
Pelicans.
You go. Would you take Jason Tatum or Luka if you had to pick?
I'm taking Jason Tatum. What y'all
Oh
talking
my
about?
God! Shut
I'm
the.
taking Jason Tatum.
Why? You only
I'm taking him.
hey Ted, he only saying it because of defense. He only
Nah,
saying it because of
You know
defense.
I am. You know that.
on a,
I'm a two-way player.
That's
That's me
that's your
if
that's
they
personally.
your
both
only
if
I'm a
they
knock.
both
two-way
That's
player.
your
healthy, if
only
they
knock
both
for him.
healthy, I gotta take Luka because just Luka is
Also,
six
hold on.
But
six point guard. He can do play other positions and stuff like that. I feel like that's who you can build
Let me
around.
whisper in
Jason
your mic.
Tatum.
Let me whisper in my mic. You ready? Go
hey
ahead. Finish
Zed,
your thoughts, Zell. Go ahead, Zell.
Zed,
Go
you
ahead.
right.
Let Zell
He
finish.
just
I'm
turned
sorry.
up.
Go
Look
ahead.
Zed,
at
you
him.
hey Zed,
Go ahead, Zell.
Zed, you right.
Listen. We just saw Jason Tatum strap him up last in the finals. I just saw it. I just saw Jason Tatum strap all that shit up. Give me Jason Tatum.
Hey, he like
I
defense,
want it.
bro. He like
Give it
defense.
to me.
He want it.
Hey,
He feel like if
hey,
you're a superstar, you got to
hey!
play both sides of the ball, bro. He like
I ain't
defense,
mad
bro.
at it. I ain't mad at
I
it.
feel like you have to be a top 10 player. Again, the guys we name it. Think about it. LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, Shaq,
It used
Tim
to
Duncan,
be,
Magic,
but
Bird.
listen, them old guys.
Magic and Bird may be
It
the
used
only
to be.
ones that you may throw in there that ain't.
Nah,
I don't know them to play defense.
Who's your
Bird,
nine? Who's
Bird
your
Kareem,
played
nine?
deep.
Kareem. Steph is my 8 though. So Steph would be the other one.
You
I
said
give y'all
Steph
that.
is
Steph is
But
eight.
my
they,
So
8.
Steph is eight.
but
I ain't
but
hear you
but
put Steph in there.
Yeah, I
but
had
think
Steph
about
at
when
8.
y'all name
I had
y'all
Steph at
list
8.
though. Think about when y'all name y'all list. For what you just said, yeah, that era of play that you named out of them top 10, them older guys, they played both sides. That's how they played. You
Yeah.
don't have to play both sides in this NBA.
But my point
So
is saying that is that's what's gonna
they
keep
play
them out.
zone, cuz.
If you talking to an old man like myself, that's keeping them out.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Even
Cuz they play
Hakeem, you
zone in
throw
the NBA.
Hakeem in there. Hakeem is probably one of the best two-way players ever.
Yeah.
I can't
I
put him
watched
in
them
front
play
of
a
Hakeem.
boxing one. They played a boxing one in the NBA, bro.
I ain't mad at that,
They
Red.
play
You right.
zone now.
I ain't mad at that. I
They
ain't
play
mad. You right.
triangle
Like
three
You
as
a
like
valid.
well.
Because I thought the
back
Cavs were a
then,
very good defensive team, and they playing 2-3 against the freaking Thunder. I was like, why y'all running a 2-3? What are we
back
doing?
back back in the
So
day,
I ain't
back
mad
in
at
the
that.
day when we watched it, bro, you play man to man and
You
couldn't
know what?
nobody be in the 3 seconds. You couldn't.
You
Yeah,
know,
Yeah.
you know what? Give me SGA, man. Let me get SGA over Luca too, man. I'm taking that too. Let me get that.
I'll
Let me
take
get that.
that.
Let me get
Uh,
that. Let me get
I'll
SGA over
take that one.
Tatum. I mean
I'll take that one.
Luca, man.
I'm only take.
Let me get
I'm
that
only
over
uh,
taking
there,
that one
man.
because he.
Yeah.
I'm only taking that one because he almost won from the city. I'm
Let
taking
me
that because
get
he
that,
almost
man.
from the city.
Let me get that, man.
You say
He
almost.
can't. Nah, I
Let me
mean
get
he
that.
went to
Let me
school.
get
He went to
SGA,
school.
man.
He went to
What we
school in
doing?
Chattanooga. He
He
went to
went to
school in
school.
Chattanooga,
I'm
so I
riding with the
take that.
home team.
Yeah,
I'm
Red,
riding
he
with the
don't
that
home
was
even
the
team.
whole.
rap that shit, Red. He don't even rap that shit, Red.
Look,
Hey,
I
nah,
never heard him say nothing about
hey,
chat.
Shout out to
he
chat
came back to the
chat
game.
Tim.
He came back to the game. He
yeah, yeah,
shot out
yeah,
his
man. Let me
school.
get SGA, man. Let me get SGA, man.
Hey man, I'm about to Euro to the next conversation. I'm done
Come on,
with it,
let's go.
man.
Did we wait,
All
wait?
right,
Did we finish though? We finished. So
Yeah,
go around the horn. What we say? Can you be a top 10 player even if you're not the best player in the season? If you don't have a definitive year where you're the best player?
I think so.
Yes.
I
Red say
think
yes,
so.
yes. Ted say
yes,
yes. I think the
yes.
answer. I think the answer ultimately is going to end up being yes. Period. Because bro,
Yeah.
if you look at the talent in the league, bro, there's 5
Time
people
is
right now
changing
that are
too.
bro, it's gonna constantly change. And there's 5 people in the NBA right now that I think are qualified MVP candidates. And that being SGA, Giannis, Joker. Who else we got? I got Carl Anthony Towns in there, and I like Cade too. But
And
Man,
nobody mad at those answers.
you can't
Yeah.
be mad at none of
I
those
ain't
players.
mad at
And
none of that.
I think ultimately the answer is gonna be, and then you throw Victor Wembanyama in there, bro. Like,
Exactly.
and some, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
did
Like,
he
it's
make the
it's
All
a
Star team?
he did,
Huh?
he did, he
He
did,
Did
did.
he?
He did.
He made the All
he
Star
did,
team.
he
He
did.
Okay,
did. He
I
did.
ain't know he made it.
Go ahead, Ted, set us off. What you got, man?
All right. So my next pivot, fellas, though, you know what I mean. I know we were stressing about old school, new school, and stuff like that when we talk about rankings and all that, right?
Hmm.
But let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the regulation, right? So Red is a
Oh
big
yeah.
critic on gameplay and game style, what we got going on right now. So that's not the particular topic, but he was like, yo, we kind of three heavy, and the flurries of the offense just look a little bit crazy compared to back in the day. So
Yes.
there was a thought that Adam Silver said that he was going to consider cutting 12-minute quarters to 10-minute quarters. How y'all feel
I
about that? Is
seen
that
that
good for the
bullshit.
game
I
or is that bad for the game?
I don't like it. I don't like it. That's
Why?
because it make it look so. The 12 minutes make it the NBA. If we
Okay.
being honest,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
that other shit,
Mm.
it make you feel like you just playing amateur ball again. That's high school.
Yeah.
That's college. You
Yeah.
got to do something to set
I've
yourself
had
apart.
that.
In them 2 minutes too, it is better for the game when we watching good basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this about Adam Silver. I'm really sick of this nigga. For one, let me just put that out there.
He's
Stop,
sensitive, man.
stop changing shit and leave shit how it is.
Yep.
The
Mm.
NBA is a
Well,
well-oiled
yeah,
machine that don't need. Hold on.
yeah,
It's a
yeah, yeah.
well-oiled machine that don't need to be fixed, bro. The only thing that needs to be fixed about the NBA is the style of play, and I say that to you based off of everybody start trying to be Steph Curry and what's my nigga name, Klay Thompson.
Okay.
Everybody want to be a
Y'all
shooter.
ain't so it, and this goes to EJ point too. Make these fucking coaches coach again. Back in the day, you knew Utah was gonna be a defensive heavy team. You knew the Spurs was gonna run their goddamn offense. You knew the Lakers was gonna have the triangle.
You
You knew
talking? You talking?
you
You
knew
talking?
Keep cooking. Keep cooking.
like
Mm-hmm,
you knew
mm-hmm.
you knew like everything with Iverson was gonna go through him. It's like they had everybody
Larry
with their
Brown. Shout out to
what's my
Larry
boy
Brown.
name?
Great coach.
Larry Brown.
Mm-hmm.
What's my boy
Larry
name from
Brown.
used to coach Melo?
George
Carl
Carl.
Carl
I said
Carl.
George
Carl
Carl.
Malone. George Malone.
Like
My bad. George
you
Carl.
knew
I
they
had
was
it
gonna
all back.
be they was gonna be hard nosed. So it's like make these coaches coach. Leave the
Yeah.
fucking all the other shit alone.
Yeah,
Even
because
the All
I
Star.
agree with you. Every team,
I'm not mad
y'all
at
got to
that.
start having identities. All this shit
Yeah.
where everybody playing the same way, that shit
Yeah,
look
right about
retarded.
that. I shouldn't see
I'm not
Paul Reed
mad at
shooting
that.
threes, man.
I'm not mad at that. That's a
All these
great
singers
point,
shooting
fellas. I ain't
threes
That's
is
gonna
why
lie.
it's
crazy.
boring.
That's fire. That's a
Man,
fire
keep
point,
cooking,
bro.
Red. Keep fucking
Now,
cooking.
you know why it's a fire point? You know why it's fire point? Because like y'all, can y'all hear me? Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah, I
yeah.
can hear you.
I need talk. I don't be want to talk over y'all because there's only two teams that I can say in the NBA that definitively have a different scheme than anybody
Who
else.
is it?
The two teams I got is the Rockets, and that's Ime
Yeah.
Udoka,
Yep.
and the Cleveland
Yep.
Cavaliers. That they play they two
Yep.
bigs. They're the only two
Yeah.
teams that I can actually say that, hey, when you play the Rockets, they playing inside out. Sagoon touch
You
the ball 80 to 95% of the time when they go down on offense. Sagoon gets the
Yeah.
ball first.
They feed
Almost every
that paint
time now.
all the time. Even if they
Yeah.
drive
And
the
then both
paint, pass in the paint, they go to that paint all the time. I see
Hey,
that.
All
Utah
the
does
time.
it too, but they suck.
but
Oh,
then
okay,
both
yeah,
of
I
their
don't watch
coaches play in
Utah.
the league. Then both of their coaches
Ime
play in the league
Udoka
though.
did. I don't know the dude Matt, the Cavs coach. I don't know him, so I'm not sure.
What's
But
his
Atkinson.
I know
name?
Udoka did.
Atkinson. He used to.
I
Atkinson,
think
yeah, like Matt
He's,
Atkinson.
I think he used to be with the Nets or something like that. I think
was
Brooklyn.
I
he a
ain't
trainer or
familiar with
something?
that dude.
He
He
might
looked
have
like a
been.
I
trainer,
don't
but
know him, but I think
Yeah, I
he
don't know.
did some
I ain't
shit like
familiar with him.
where he know the game. But
Kenny
yeah, bro,
Atkinson.
that's
Yes,
that's
he
why.
is.
But
Okay.
but for the nutshell, that's why the game is boring, bro. Because everybody looks alike. There's no identities.
I ain't
Yeah.
mad at that.
If we
I'm
all
not
walk
Hey,
at the
mad at
bar
that's
that.
and
a
everybody look,
that's a
if we
damn
walk,
good
I'm not
point.
mad at
God
that.
damn it.
That's true. That's true.
That's a good point, bro. I'm not
I
mad
ain't
at that.
never
I'm
I,
gonna
I
say
ain't
this.
never agree with Red more in my motherfucking life till today. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that, bro. Like you said, because
Cooking.
I don't even got nothing to combat it. The only thing I got to combat the 10-minute quarter part though is that the one of the biggest
like
complaints in
that
the
shit.
NBA, bro, is they shoot too many threes. So if
That's true.
cutting it to 10 minutes is reducing the amount of threes, does that, you know what I'm saying? Like in my mind, it's like a band-aid on a bullet wound. Like maybe they shoot less threes
Hey,
because we play
They
10
probably
minutes.
gonna
hey,
shoot
cuz
more. They probably gonna
if
shoot
you
more
if
for
you,
that
if
10
you
minutes.
cut,
It makes you
I
more.
was gonna say if you cut them 10 minutes, they gonna shoot more shots, bro. You
All
already know
right,
how
he
that
said,
do.
"Hey,
It's gonna
we got
go up.
we got 8 minutes
Hey,
left. I need my
I
five."
they gonna
got
be
I
shooting.
got 2 points though for sure for sure. So
They
based
gonna
off
be
of that,
shooting.
um,
Go ahead.
when you going from 12 minutes to 10 minutes, obviously 8 minutes is what you shaving off the actual game. And when we talk about the last, in my opinion, people don't really know this. Well, unless only y'all really know this. The third quarter is the most important quarter for me when it comes to NBA because that's how you
Really?
that's how you
Yeah.
answer to the adjustments. I know
Yeah.
it looks good how it
But
pops off on the
the
first quarter, and
parlays
I
is
know
stacking for me. Go ahead.
yeah, right. So what I'm saying is the third quarter is how you answer, right? And that's the majority how Golden State was notorious for their third quarters,
Right,
how
right,
they
right.
came out
Yeah.
and they answered and things of that nature. So when you get people to be put in a scenario where they got to press and they got to play sloppy because time is ticking, a lot of errors are gonna happen, and a lot of sloppy basketball is gonna continue to happen. Right? When Red's saying find your identity, but it's hard because the clock is against us. No matter how good you are, no matter how poised you are, when time is undefeated, straight like
Third
that.
quarter.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
and in my opinion, even with the last 2 minutes, it's situational basketball in the fourth quarter. You may not have those 2 minutes because you was out there fighting a 15-point lead, and then the momentum swing is not there because there's no more time left. People don't realize historically, the last 2 minutes of football games, everybody loves them. The last 2 minutes of the NBA games when they're tight, or even in
That's
college,
usually when people
Chapel
tune in.
Hill
That's a
and
fact.
Duke, everybody locks into the last 2-3 minutes,
That's a fact.
especially if it's a tight competitive game. And those 2 minutes that you may not have is because you shaved it because you want people to take better shots. In hindsight, then I think that a thing that it may happen is it may be a lot cleaner basketball. Why? Because I don't have the time to be fucking around and doing all this dumb shit early. I
Not
want to
none of
be
these
able to make
intentional
sure,
fouls and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, I want to make sure that every possession counts. Even though we should be playing like that anyways, and be more disciplined and poised, I think that we have less time, and we can't be fucking around playing NBA Street. I think that we're gonna start playing more quality basketball. That would be my only thing that benefits for the
Go
time
ahead, Rick. My
saving.
bad. Go ahead, Rick.
I was gonna say I wouldn't do the time, but
Okay.
what I would do if you was gonna change anything,
Yeah.
change it from what is it, 82 games or 89? It's 82 games, right?
82,
Yeah.
82 in regular.
82.
Hmm.
Change it from 82 and make it 60. That
Damn.
way, every game. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
65.
Every game you play now is meaningful
Okay.
because then you take the 7 game series and bring it back down to the 5 that you originally
5 and
played.
3. I used to like that. Yeah. I used to
So,
like that.
Yeah.
so if
You
you do that,
cooking.
it makes it
I used to
way
like
more
that.
competitive because now
It make
everybody
it
got to
Shafter
like you
play.
Davis.
said. It make it matter.
Shafter
Ain't
Davis
no game
starting,
in it
man.
So you think it's
now.
too much filler right now, Red?
Yeah, you got too much. You got too much wiggle room. Like it ain't no like, hey, bro, I can be an ass team and turn up after the
That's
All Star
what
break.
hey,
happened All Star
speaking to
weekend.
Red's
Yeah.
point, that's what the
The
Sixers looking like.
Bucks.
The
Yeah.
Sixers
The Bucks
kind of
did
the
that
Sixers
too.
Hey.
kind of getting there. The
And then
Sixers like
fuck around
18 and 20
And
or
then
something.
Jared McCain come back if he come back. That's all right.
They might be all
And
right.
this too,
Now,
Ted,
go ahead, go ahead.
with that right there, motherfuckers can't come in playing. You
Yeah.
got to come in off the back gunning.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it make everything more competitive. Like it's almost like we play high school. You play 30 games. You got to go hoop.
Yeah.
I think that it will turn these rookies and these sophomores and make them more battle tested, right? Because I think that they
Yeah.
be in situations where most of the lottery teams they don't change the franchise immediately. I mean, I'm not talking about just Cade and Jalen Green, but like from the majority for the last 10 years, I don't think that they just make such an impact. So they kind of play for nothing, right? It's like, oh, this dude's a rookie. He gonna go out there get his
Yeah,
numbers, but they not
like
playing
this
winning
rookie class.
basketball.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this rookie
And
class.
you probably get less injuries too.
Yeah,
I was
I
gonna
can
say
agree.
so, Red. I was gonna speak to that point. My point, actually, I was thinking more injuries because I'm thinking of
But the
teams
six,
like the New York Knicks where he don't sub them boys out for
oh,
nothing.
shit.
Them
Yeah,
boys.
he
So
don't.
if you
They
telling me
play
we
8
cut,
players a game.
hey, listen, if we got Mikal Bridges, OG, and Jalen Brunson, and there's one
And
more
two
guy. Who's
players
the
out
other?
of
Oh,
them.
Josh Hart. They all play 40 minutes a game. 40
Yeah.
They do.
plus. So if you knock it down to 10, oh, we ain't subbing. Oh, we good. Time out, ref. Let's get catch your breath.
But
You
ain't
good?
that
And then
Catch your breath.
but ain't that like
instead of 9, instead of 8, now you just running 6, 7 players.
Right.
Yeah. Come on, get
yeah.
out here.
10
Hey,
minutes.
yeah. No, we
Yeah.
good.
Brunson
You
playing the whole
you cut
game.
Yeah.
you cut down on your bench. You cut down on the people you need for your bench. And on
Yeah.
top of
Leave
that,
that goddamn time alone though, man.
Yeah,
Leave that
leave that
goddamn
time
time
alone,
alone.
Adam. Leave that
I
time
thought here's
alone,
another
Adam.
point. Here's
I
2
don't like to
points. First
change
off,
too much though. I don't like the changes he making though, especially with like even the
Hey,
whole All Star thing too. Like you changing that
but
every year.
I'm
It's like
not
let
mad
that
at him for
even try
trying though,
to.
Zell. I'm
hey, hold
not
on.
mad at him from
You know what
trying
Adam
though,
Silver
Zell.
doing?
What?
Adam Silver ain't doing shit but playing live on arcade mode.
I thought, listen, I was gonna
That's what
say
he
he
doing.
acting like Drake. You know how Drake do when he say something, he'll drop the song and leak it, and then
Yeah.
if y'all don't like it, he be like, oh, somebody stole it. But if y'all like it, he be like, yeah, I put that out. That's what I feel like
He
he
he,
doing.
he
He
want to
But
just
get
play
what
the
I'm
This
junk
is
with
the
the
this
game sliders
this is
all
the
the way up, Red.
NBA
but look,
idea.
yeah,
but get what I'm saying though, bro. When I say arcade mode, think about the in-season tournament, all that fruity ass shit on the floor.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Then now you want to change. Then now you want to change the format to this. Now we got to do
Yeah.
about a Royal Rumble for the All Star
I'm not
game.
mad at him though, Red,
Then
because
now you want
people
to
keep
change the time.
complaining though.
Basically.
Everybody complaining.
But you can't listen.
Everybody
You can't
complaining.
listen to every single gripe when you the man.
But
And I would
E,
say
the
this.
real shit.
Go
That's what
ahead.
he's doing
E,
too.
Go, Red.
I would say this, but real shit. If you a basketball watcher and you're an owner or whatever he is, the commissioner, bro, you know the problem ain't none of that shit. You know the problem is there's no identity in the league. If I can see it,
Yep.
Yeah.
You can
This is
see
what
it.
I was about to say to that point though, Red. I think if we keeping it a bean, bro, we've been watching a lot of basketball this year.
Yeah.
Basketball has been fire to me. I
I
have
swear to
no
God.
It's
I
been
complaints,
swear
getting
to
better.
God.
but
This
this
shit is
Yeah,
season
better.
has been fire. So that's why I'm kind of like, if you actually been locked in, bro, there's nothing that need to change with the NBA. In my opinion, I don't think they shoot enough. Like, now, don't get me
you
wrong.
right.
There's some teams who shoot a lot of threes, but I watched that Houston Rockets and the Grizzly game the other day, bro. They playing fast paced basketball. It was about a 7 minute stretch where it was all layups. It was all layups and mid ranges. It was about a 7 minute stretch in the second quarter, bro. Now again, I watched the Spurs and the Bucks. Spurs and the Bucks shot a lot of threes. But my point in saying that is, I'm building off Red. If the teams actually had an identity, or if people could identify with these teams and say, "Hey, man, I watched the Memphis Grizzlies and the Rockets. They didn't shoot a lot of threes. I'm a Memphis Grizzly fan." Or if you do like to shoot a lot of three, I think I'm a Spurs fan. I don't think people are watching the games to actually make a
Hey, but
decision on
if
that.
you
Go ahead.
but looking at like you saying and stuff, like looking at the top three teams in the East and looking at the top three teams in the West, they all
Yeah.
play like that, basically like that 90, like late 90s, early 2000 type of basketball in a way. It's like they kind
Because the
of not
SGA
playing
whole
so
game is
fast.
getting. That's a
Yeah,
fact, man.
Hey,
SGA
I
it's like
whole
got
game is
everybody's
I
getting
got
going
one
to
But
the
more
but
middle,
that gotta
I
defenders.
got
all
one
go
more
back
point.
to personnel. Oh, go ahead, Red.
Yeah,
My fault.
Hey,
yeah.
I got one more point, dog.
Go ahead.
It ain't that basketball is bad. We're finding something to complain about as far as the media. We have access to too much shit. We have TikTok that keeps us busy. We got Instagram that keeps us busy. We got Twitter. We
I agree
got
with that.
Facebook.
Yeah, I
You
agree
got
with that.
all these. You got all these apps, movie apps, all of that shit. So the average fan, if you got a family, when you come home and it's
Mm.
family time, you really not
Mhm.
you really not going to watch the game because your old lady wants you to kick it with the
You
family
just
because you ain't been there a
you
lot.
said something that I wanted to point out. Hey man, stop posting the NBA highlights online. Stop posting them because it's making people feel like they watch basketball. Stop posting them
That's
nah,
highlights.
true, dog.
It's
Them
making it
It's
12
feel
minutes.
like
true.
people
Stop
it,
posting them.
it and it's
Yeah,
making it feel like they
yeah.
know basketball because what
It's
they
trying to
do
make
is
it's making a yeah.
they
Hey,
crop
and
it
that's
to
so
a
real.
certain way. They crop it a certain way.
them
Stop
highlights, not low
posting.
Hey, y'all,
lights.
Stop
but
posting. Stop
hey,
watching all these made back.
I
Yeah.
never thought about that though. That's
Hmm
real as hell because back in the day, all we had was ESPN,
You had to
Inside the
go on
Sport.
ESPN.com and click the damn
That's
trailer.
right.
You had to
I
get
can go
on
watch
there,
the
bro.
whole
Yeah,
game.
and
I
the
can go
clips
watch the
is
game
like
based off the
5 minutes.
highlights.
It ain't no 11 minutes. It ain't watching all the made baskets. You got to go watch basketball, bro. There's people who feel like, hey man, I missed the game.
Yes.
No, there's people who actually say they watch the game because they watch the NBA highlights. There's people. Red one of
All
them.
right.
It's
But that's
cool.
what
I
they.
love you for it.
I'm
It's
one of them.
red one of
Now
them. It's
listen,
cool.
but listen, I
But
was
I'm
gonna say
just
that.
saying.
I was gonna say no, like
But I'm just saying though,
I was
like
gonna
people
say that
go ahead.
when I came, yeah, when I can't make it, when I'm at work and I can't watch the game, I do that. So I'm like, if
But you have
I
to though. You
do it,
work second shift, so I get
just the
that.
difference.
Like you have to.
But
Yeah,
but the,
you
but the
got it.
difference between me doing it and a regular media personnel is most of them dudes ain't never hoop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yes.
now you just making an assumption based off of what you're seeing, and you don't even know how to break the game down outside of
Right,
he
right.
shot
You ain't even talk.
47
Yeah.
shots.
Yeah, you
I get what
saw
you're
them
saying.
shoot. You saw
I
them
get exactly what
since
you're saying.
again with the Hawks and the. I'm sorry, with the Rockets and the Grizzlies. You saw them shoot a lot of threes in the highlight clip, but you didn't see the in between where they didn't shoot any threes. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not watching the whole game, so it's not telling you the full story. And on top of that, y'all. Oh, go ahead, Ted. What
Hey, and
you
this ain't
about to
got
say
nothing to
something?
do with nothing. No,
Oh,
go ahead, go ahead. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But y'all heard Jello say he better than Cameron Rapper?
hello,
Man,
He
ball.
tripping. Yeah.
yeah, he's talking
Yeah.
about he
See, that's
better
why
basketball
you
player,
give them
rap
an
all that
inch.
stuff.
You give them an
And
inch.
they
He
take a
said
mile.
he
Yeah.
said I'm a better hooper. He said I'm a better hooper and I'm a better rapper. Not
He
knowing
could be a better
Cam
hooper.
was that deal in hoop too.
Cam could hoop,
I don't
but he
know, but
could be a
Cam was
better hooper.
I
yeah.
think Cam
Oh,
probably
Cam
better.
could be
look.
a better hooper.
Hold on. I don't want to go too much on Ted because I had 2 more points, but then we can wrap it up.
Go ahead.
My boy Av, I gotta shout him out because I told him I was gonna steal his take on the Facebook, but he made a good point. He said, "Bruh, if they change the game to 10 minutes, the YNs can wrap it up for trying to pass LeBron in his scoring title. He ain't never passing Bron.
Oh yeah, not
That's
10
true.
minutes.
Yeah,
That's
you got
true.
they gotta
Yeah.
go and hang that up. And then the second point to that
Damn,
is,
it's
as a
true.
LeBron fan, I don't want that to happen because they're gonna say, well, they changed the rules after LeBron left. He ruined the game, and that's why can't nobody pass his score. And I don't want to hear that in no
I just
arguments,
want them
bro.
to keep
Like,
12 minutes,
I
man.
just don't.
They
All
do it in
right.
football. They
But
do it
that
in
was my two.
football.
That was my.
They do it in
What?
football, but
What?
they give a nigga
Football
extra
pay
They
game.
do what in
15.
football, Red? What?
they gave him an extra game. So now when they break records, they be like, "Oh, he did it with an extra
Yeah, this is
game."
Yeah,
there you go.
but the
That's
one that
exactly
hey
my
Red, the one
point.
that was
Yeah.
complaining was the dude that broke the record because of the extra game that they gave him.
I with
Yeah,
you.
who
That's what
was
I'm
that?
saying.
Earl
That's what I'm
Earl
saying.
Campbell?
Campbell.
Nah, it was Eric
Dickerson.
Dickerson was
Eric
mad
Eric
that
Dickerson.
Dickerson.
they
Eric
added
Dickerson.
another
I said
game,
Eric.
but he had another game to break OJ record. But anyway.